Trade Genius.
What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. Okay, just a quick video today to kind of recap the crazy price action we saw late last night. And so I'll explain what happened and why that happened. And so you have kind of a good idea of what's going on, and talk about the next 24 hours or so of what's going to happen in the crypto space. All right, so let's dig into the chart first and foremost and go from there. Guys, want to bring up something real quick. Software. If you go to our website, tradelikeagenius.com, and you go to software, there's these indicators that we run. The Crypto Money Machine, the Crypto Express Signal Service, and the Day Trading Money Machine. Crypto Money Machine is the one called the top and has been really good at daily swings, and you can use it on various time frames, and we give you the settings for those. And that's all three of these are going to be marked down to 67% off. Crypto Express will take this money machine signal and let you know when it fires. That way you don't have to be in front of the machine. And then when you get the signal, you can check out your chart and see if that's something you want to take action on. And the day trading money machine, we use that on the ETF and binary side. And that does a really good job, especially when we're day trading like the futures markets and things like that. So 67% off, and you will be able to use code special deal. They're letting me do a few of these a day or a couple days. So take advantage of those. I think you're going to find that they're going to pay for themselves pretty quickly because of the setups that you're going to get with those. Okay, so charts. We look at what happened last night. Essentially what happened, I'm going to look at a 4-hour chart just because we have things marked here. And I think it has a good time frame to frame what's going on. We were basically eating into this zone. And remember what we said was, if you see a lot of nibbling at a zone, it's likely it's going to fail at some point. So that's what happened here. The reason why I'm not jumping up and down and totally stoked on this move yet is because you have to remember, tomorrow we have an ETF decision, which is, for all intents and purposes, kind of a foregone conclusion as far as not being approved. And we'll cover that a little bit more tomorrow. But basically, what the market is waiting for is that announcement, and they're expecting a dump. But my problem with the dump on that would be that, we still have a lot of short positions that are open. And so just because it dumped last time doesn't mean it's going to dump this time, kind of a thing. But there's a lot of uncertainty out there. So I still think the biggest problem, or not problem, but the biggest issue right now is the amount of short positions that are open. And historically, when they're outnumbering the longs on Bitmex, so this amount of people that are betting that it's going down versus the amount of people that's betting that's going up, always tends to resolve itself to the upside. Because generally speaking, the majority or the masses are wrong when it comes to market moves. So you kind of want to fade the overall sentiment, and that overall sentiment with the price action for tomorrow would be that the market's going to dump when the ETF announcement comes through that it's been denied. Obviously, a big surprise would be as if it got approved. I just don't think that's very likely because some of these other larger entities are sponsoring industrial strength ETFs, and I think those ultimately will get approved. But so anyway, that's kind of the mindset right now, the crypto mindset, as far as what's going on in the space. Now, this area here that I have, this rectangular box, was the area that was getting hit. We broke above it. And you know what happens when resistance gets broken, it then becomes support. And so that's kind of what you're seeing here. But we may not see much of anything right now. And if you're not in a position, I would kind of stand down and wait. Obviously, we've got a huge block of resistance up here at around 7,000 to 7,100. And I think you're going to see price. If price pushes back up above that, the likelihood that we have seen the bottom here for a long time, I think, increases greatly. But, we'll take a look at levels above that at that point. But that's currently the play here. And I thought I would just cover this price action because of what happened with Bitmex. So to cover what happened with Bitmex, I think you have to understand Bitmex is pretty important in this space. This bar here actually took off. This is a $400 bar low to high roughly. And this took off right as Bitmex went down. Personally, I think somebody's hedging with Bitmex futures on one hand, and on the other hand, they're also taking a spot position or the actual position in Bitcoin over at Bitfinex. And so when Bitmex went down, this is the futures exchange, Bitmex went down, I think some sort of hedging broke or something. And, maybe it was a glitch in somebody's bot. And when Bitmex went down, it thought it had to buy a bunch of Bitcoin at spot, which was a huge position. We're talking a big whale, and drive the price up, spike it up. Then when Bitmex comes online, you get one last push up to make a high up near 6,900 as shorts had to scramble to cover. And so, that fueled that spike. But you can see how when you do get into a short squeeze, how powerful they can be. Now the shorts are still higher than the longs. We can take a look at that. So this chart here, I have this is the daily chart. But as you can see clearly, we made new all-time highs. That little squeeze there did put a little dent in the shorts, but you can still see we're elevated a lot higher than the longs than we normally are. Okay. And last time that happened was here, and we went up a considerable amount. We can measure that move. That was a 53% move. And that's basically why I said that if this breaks above these key levels, that we will probably see something similar. And so that's the larger picture of what's in play right now as of Wednesday. But going back to this range that we talked about in the other video, we are basically looking at a close. We want to see a close outside this range, and the daily struggling to get above that. We do have a resistance level right above here at 67.28. But you can see that ultimately still the bears are still waiting, and it doesn't surprise me because we do have another resistance level up here at 7,029. We did tag the WMA 65 and then kind of retraced back from that. I don't think really this is, people want to say it's a breakout. I don't see that yet. We'll see where we close on the daily later today. We'll take a look at that, and we'll take a look tomorrow. We are at a pivotal spot, technically speaking, for Bitcoin. So, this is an area of higher interest than usual. And I think if we are putting in a bottom, this is going to be the structure that it leaves behind. So we'll keep tabs on this very closely. But anyway, I just wanted to cover that, kind of show you guys how Bitmex can affect the market. It is a big player in the market. So if they ever, do say they're going down for maintenance, we'll be sure to let you guys know ahead of time, just so you can be prepared. As with most things in the market, don't expect the same thing to happen twice. For various reasons, this spiked up. Could have been some guy's bot wasn't set correctly, or he forgot to make it adjust it so that when Bitmex went down, his hedge position didn't get affected. That's my theory. But again, nothing really fundamentally changes from the range that we've been in. We'll see after tomorrow. I think will be probably key to see how the market reacts. But because we do have still a higher than normal short position in the market, I still say that there might be a counter move that people aren't expecting on that ETF decision. But we'll cover that a little bit more tomorrow morning. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. If you're on mobile, hit that bell icon, and you'll get notified of our new videos. And we'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.
Trade Genius.